Welcome to Teaching Grammar. For the first topic, let's talk about inversion.
Inversion happens when we reverse the normal word order of a structure, most commonly the subject-verb word order. For example, a statement has a subject before the verb, but to make question word order, we invert the subject and the verb with an auxiliary or modal verb before the subject. Examples: S. She, V, sings. O does. S. She, V, sing. S. They, O are, V, working. O, S, are they, V, working? When does inversion happen? The most common type of inversion is question word order. Inversion also happens in other situations. Negative adverbs. In formal styles, when we use an adverb with negative meaning in front position for emphasis, we invert the subject and auxiliary/modal verb. Example: never, oh have, s. We witnessed such cruel behavior by one child to another. Seldom does one hear a politician say sorry. Expression beginning with not. We also invert the subject and verb after not plus a prepositional phrase or a clause in initial position. Examples: not for a moment did I think I would be offered the job, so I was amazed when I got it. Not till I got home did I realize my wallet was missing. Here and there. Inversion can happen after here and after there when it is as an adverb of place. After here and there, we can use a main verb without an auxiliary verb or modal verb. Examples: here comes the bus. Here's your coffee. I opened the door and there stood Michael, all covered in mud. She looked out and there was Pamela, walking along arm in arm with Goldie.
Next is argument and persuasion.
Argumentation and persuasion. The difference between argument and persuasion. Argument is the discussion in which disagreement is apparent and contains argument, while persuasion is the process that tries to change the belief or thinking of others. Next, argument focuses on quarreling, while persuasion is done through communication based upon reasoning and logic. Argument is also the justification in defense of a point of view, while persuasion is considered a very effective way of changing others' thinking and beliefs. This is done by gladly understanding the reasoning behind the process. Persuasion is also the art that many people have. Lastly, argument is the statement that is presented to counter a point of view, while persuasion is used to convert the thinking, belief, and behavior of people holding opposing views. For examples, we have yellow for argument and green for persuasion. For the argument, we have politicians debating different issues, lawyer defending the person, and converting to other religion. And persuasion, we have the family changing of plans for vacation, and the siblings convincing their parents to buy them toys.
And for the last topic, let's discuss interjection. An interjection is a word, phrase, or sentence that expresses emotion, meaning, or feeling. These emotion words proceed with punctuation marks, which are most often but not always exclamation points. For example, rats. My research paper is late. This emotional word doesn't mean that there are rodents running around. Instead, it expresses frustration and disappointment at missing a due date. Whoa, this city view is amazing. In this example, you aren't saying whoa to calm down your horse. Instead, it expresses surprise at how wonderful the view is. Common interjection use. As you can tell from the above examples, you can place an interjection at the beginning of a sentence. However, it's not a set rule. In fact, you can place emotional words throughout a sentence at the beginning, middle, or end. Interjections can also come after any part of speech, such as a verb, adjective, or noun. Here's an example of emotion words in the middle of a sentence. For example, I tried my birthday cake and yuck, it wasn't any good. That example explains disgust for how the cake tastes, and here's another with the emotion word at the end of the sentence. I dropped my phone again. This example tells you that the speaker is frustrated that their phone fell. Interjection examples. Here are some great words that can help you express your emotions. They include alas, alrighty, blah, dang, yi, na, oops, pio, shucks, whoops, and yikes. Interjections mainly have 4 rules. Rule number 1. Interjections express a sudden mood, emotions, and feeling with emphasis. There are also many taboo words that are usually used in everyday conversation but not in formal aspects. These words fall into the category of interjections. Example: wow, that's an amazing scene. What? You never told me that. Oh, I did not want him to come. Rule number 2. Some interjections interrupt a conversation or a thought or hold someone's attention for a moment. These are just sounds, not words, because these sounds do not make any sense. Example: your shirt has a stain on the back. I want to ask you out on a date. Rule number 3. Some interjections express only yes or no. Example: yes, I will most definitely do it. Nah, we're not going. Rule number 4. Some interjections are used to get someone's attention. Example: yo, Alex, get in the car. Hey, will you give me that ball? Yoo-hoo, is there anyone? Interjections don't have a grammatical function in sentence construction. They usually cannot be modified or inflected. They do not have to have a relation to the other parts of the sentence. They are highly context sensitive. In spoken language, interjections are the words we instantly use to show our reaction to something which influences our emotion. They are the initial reaction and sometimes do not even make sense. However, for formal speech or writing, using interjections is not appropriate. I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching.